So, it's Lois. I'm back today to help you out with one of the most important poses in our practice, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. We often think of it as sort of a rest stop in the sun salutations. As you get stronger, it gets very easy to hang out there. However, there's a lot of technique in this pose, as there is in every pose. There are better ways to do it, more skillful ways to do it. So I'm going to show you some common misunderstandings and misalignments, and then help you to a better pose. So, first one is that the whole point of downward facing dog is to get your heels to the floor. So often students will take a really short stance trying to get their heels down and end up rounding their backs and tweaking their shoulders. On the other hand, some students will go a little too long and get kind of floppy in the middle. And then some students, some of us have been told that the whole point of downward facing dog is to get the forehead to the floor. Now, even if you're able to do that, I would really not recommend it. This is not going to be good for your shoulders, or your upper back, or your wrists. So, where do we belong? What's a good down dog? Good rule of thumb, start on all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Walk your hands about one hand length forward, that's 5 or 6 inches. Then pull back on your arms and hands, and even before you lift up, draw your shoulder blades onto your back. So watch how my heart is melting down. I'm not pushing into the floor and rounding. I'm actually lowering the chest toward the floor. I'm pulling back actively on my hands now. I lift up and I stretch back. Now maybe the heels don't get to the floor. Maybe you have tight calves. Maybe your Achilles tendons are shorter than the person next to you. Not important. As long as you're getting a stretch in your calves and your hamstrings, you're in the right place. Now again, watch. My arms are staying slightly lifted. My heart is melting. I'm not rounding, of course, but I'm not in the flopperoo thing either. So even a very bendy person should not go beyond basically the shape of a mountain, a V, upside down V. Shoulder blades on the back. Little refinements, seen from the front. Some people will have a tendency to roll their shoulders inward, even turn their hands in like this. Other people tend to naturally turn the hands out and roll the shoulders outward. Which one do I want? Neither. Hands straight ahead. Weight on the four corners of the palms. Inner palms touching the ground. Upper arms rolling away from the ears. So my shoulder blades are on my back, but they're not pinching and they're not rolling off. Give it a try.